Wednesday night coverage of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Tim Legler, along with our reporter, Allie LaForce. And checking out some numbers for Luka Doncic.
And guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
And now the Golden State Warriors starters. Up front, it'll be Green in post. D'Anthony Melton out there with Curry. And it's Moody in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Lakers, in the forward positions, James and Hachimura. Luka Doncic out there with James. And it's Ayton in at the 5. And Post gets it to go. So Greg, tonight is night 2 of the back-to-back. These can't be easy to play in.
Yeah, this is a test of will and really of conditioning as well. I expect there to be some big swings tonight. Should be a fun one.
Now here's LeBron. Oh, he threw that one down! Goodness, wow!
Oh, okay. I guess LeBron wanted that one to sting a little. Maybe a little extra on that one.
And another look at that last play with the AT&T connected cam. Here's Melton. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. Curry, that's good.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Well, with that kind of success, I imagine they'll continue to be aggressive inside.
Now, here's Doncic. He's one of the most resourceful scorers you'll ever see. He's generating an average of around 33.5 points a game.
Once Doncic gets inside with the ball, he's halfway there. Then he just uses his strength to finish the job.
And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Well, the writing is on the wall. The Lakers are Luka's team now. And it seems quite possible this will be King James's final season with the team after he picked up his almost $53 million player option. While LeBron is not entirely comfortable with the situation from my understanding, and guys, he's got to make the most of every season he has left.
Yeah, you got to roll with the punches. All right, Shams, we thank you very much for that report. And here is Los Angeles now. The Warriors making the shot. Count it.
And I like how James commits to the drive and goes all out to get where he wants to.
Here's Curry. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Here's LeBron. Good, and the assist goes to James.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And now they are just going to keep riding that momentum with the hot hand.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Hey, the Lakers are always thinking title. Coach J.J. Redick said, everything I've ever done in this sport has been crystallized into how can I win a championship? I got close as a college player and as an NBA player. My hope and goal is to bring the Lakers their 18th NBA championship as head coach. Back to you, Kevin.
Yep, eyes on the prize. All right, Allie, as always, we thank you. Outside, Green. Back to Curry. Fires from way outside. Again, Curry missing.
It's been a rough quarter for him. I think patience can help. Take the shots that are there. Don't force it.
The 3 for Doncic. Warriors with the rebound. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors.
I'll tell you, they played hard, they drew fouls, but they could not convert at the line.
And I know all too well missing free throws can become contagious, and that's what happened to them.
So, G.A., when you think about Steph Curry's legacy, he changed the way the NBA game is played.
Man, it is hard to find a player who's had the impact of a Steph Curry, making us rethink what is possible. Curry's endless range has really inspired a generation.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Fields checked in for Moses Moody. And it's Brandon Pajemski in for D'Anthony Melton. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Curry finds Hield. Back to Curry. Over in the corner, Green. Will it go? Pass to Pajemski. On the wing, Green. From outside, off the mark.
and you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. Warriors trail by 8. Outside, Kuminga. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Horford with a screen on Hachimura. And Kuminga throws it down.
Now, how about Kuminga right there operating as the primary ball handler in screen and roll action? That is a great decision right there.
Here's James. It's deflected. And so it's Los Angeles with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
And guys, they've done a great job beating their bigs inside. They are just punishing the opposition in the paint.
Another highlight for them has been their early ball movement, making quick, decisive passes to set up guys for great looks.
So for the Golden State Warriors right now, we've got Brandon Pajemski. Horford is out there with Jonathan Kuminga. Then it's Hield and Richard. And you look at the addition of Jimmy Butler. G.A., why has he been such a fit for the Warriors?
He really is an unselfish, high IQ superstar, and that's what the Warriors are all about. And his isolation, interior scoring has given them another look offensively.
Lakers leading by 6. And it's Hachimura in the corner. It's rebounded by Kuminga. And for the Warriors, they're shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. Driving the lane. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Check in for Los Angeles. Let's check out the Western Conference standings right now that we're here in the new year. Look at the Lakers. They're 7th right now. Not a bad spot, but certainly they'd like to string together a run of wins. And, of course, the Warriors right on their heels as they've got the next best record.
And seeing where the Warriors are, they've had an interesting season for sure. They're competitive, they're feisty, but they're not a team that's going to dominate for long stretches.
Well, inconsistency is the word. Sometimes they'll lose a game they probably should have won, and they show you how hard it is to sustain success in this league.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
And he doesn't have to do it alone. He's got 4 teammates on the floor.
In the corner, it's James over Moody. James, no good.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And again, it's the Warriors missing. Lakers leading by 5. Tim, DeAndre Ayton was coveted as the #1 overall pick back in 2018.
Well, he moves so well for a 7-footer, and he's got great touch out to the mid-range. Kevin, his offensive game is special.
There's a screen. Now, here's Moody. He's tightly guarded. 5 on the clock. Off target from outside. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Home court didn't seem to help any last time they met. We'll see if it makes a difference this time.
And their last time against this club, they really fell short at the free throw line.
Horford against Ayton. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got 6 rebounds here tonight. 13 feet away. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Curry can't get it to go.
Oh, you have a feeling this would be a completely different game if it wasn't for his brutal shooting performance.
Warriors trail by 9. Here's Podziemski. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Podziemski's got 7 points for the quarter.
And after not scoring in the first, he's finally starting to get into a groove.
Laravia with the screen. James shoots over Podziemski. Warriors with the rebound. Podziemski's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Curry with a wide open look. Drains the three-pointer. And now just a 4-point Laker lead.
And you can see how the entire arc is open for Curry. There's no part of it where he's timid about shooting.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Hey, Kevin, LeBron wants his respect. He said the work that goes into still playing at this level has to be respected. They say, would you rather be loved or respected? For me, it's always about respect. People can lie and say they love you, but you can always gauge when someone is not respecting you. Kevin, back to you.
He truly has earned it. Allie, we thank you very much. Puts up a 3. Horford with the rebound.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3. Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter. And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
And the Warriors with some changes. Quentin Post is checked in for Horford. And it's Green in for Brandon Podziemski.
The feel LeBron has for the game, unreal. Whatever situation he finds himself in, he always seems to have an answer.
Curry buries the 3-shot.
This is why they will go to him often. He's going to take and make shots.
Over in the corner, Laravia. Over Moody. And that one's good, Laravia. Laravia's got his second bucket. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Lakers. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And let's hear from Allie LaForce, who joins us from the sidelines. Allie?
I'm here with Coach J.J. Redick. What do your guys need to do to pull off this win?
Terrific stuff, Allie. Thank you so much. And we'll be back for the third quarter right after this halftime break.
They're teaching a course on the interior, Shaq, the philosopher of the big Aristotle.
Yeah, pounded in there.
Now let's take a moment here for a look at the upcoming schedule.
Freeway series. I played a bunch of these. It becomes a real...
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. It's been a clinic out there by James.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
And that will be the biggest adjustment. They have to force the ball out of his hands, but that's a difficult challenge.
A family affair on the wings. Bronny and LeBron both out there together. Jake Laravia out there with Ayton. And it's Doncic in at the point guard position. That's J.J. Redick's 5 as we get into the second half. And this summer, Greg, new contracts for LeBron and Luka. And the Lakers have reloaded around their stars.
And there are always high expectations when you don the purple and gold, but some tough competition in the West. They will have their work cut out for them.
James kicks to Ayton. Laravia with the screen. To the middle. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Laravia's got the lead up to 9 now for the Lakers. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Curry on the wing. Over Doncic. And the Warriors miss again.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
And the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound. Now let's take a moment to see the teams that lead the league in field goal percentage. The Lakers second.
So patient on the offensive end. I mean, they're not going to force shots, and it's that selectiveness that's yielded such an impressive field goal percentage.
Melton passes to Curry. From outside the arc, and he's good on the 3-ball. Curry's got 11 points.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
Pass to Laravia. Melton against LeBron. Here's James. Set it up with the fake, but it's offline. Green kicks to Melton. And here is Curry. Here's Moody. Off target from 3-point range.
Well, it certainly hasn't been a smooth start after the break. Just 1 for 5 here to start the third.
And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
And as the days and months go by, Greg, it still may take us some time to get over the shock of last season's trade of Luka Doncic.
And we know the question marks as far as conditioning and defense that led to it. But hard to bet against the talent of his caliber.
Curry is just lethal from outside.
In the corner, it's James. So, Greg, you played in the league over a decade. What's the toughest thing about being a pro basketball player?
Lots of things. To me, it's just keeping your spot. Every year, there's just so much talent coming in. So holding on to a place on the roster, then that can be as difficult as anything.
The Warriors making a switch here. Podziemski's checked in. Tim, some forget, prior to the success of Stephen Curry, the Warriors were not considered a top-tier franchise.
Well, before he arrived in 2009, this was one of the lowest all-time winning percentages. But they have built a dynasty, and they are now considered one of the most valuable franchises in all of sports.
Here's Moody, and it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got 11 rebounds in the game.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Out to Doncic. Clock at 6. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. 1:25 left in the third quarter. And Post gets it to go. Post has got his second basket.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of.
Now, here's Doncic. He's defended by Podziemski. A steal. Melton against LeBron. Pass to Post. Now Melton. Plays it up off the glass. And now just a 5-point Los Angeles lead.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Ayton a screen. Doncic passes to Ayton. Hit his foot. And they're saying he kicked the ball. And here is Los Angeles now. Laravia with the screen. Doncic looking it over. Clock is at 3. Throws it up high. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Shot by Hield, nobody around. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
And I like seeing Hield take advantage of that mid-range area, appearing confident in taking that shot.
Here's Doncic. Doncic right at the doorstep.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
That one misses. The third quarter comes to a close. Lakers lead by 5. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Los Angeles. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, he made it look simple, but that's not always easy to execute.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. On the court for Golden State here in the fourth. Backcourt pair will be Curry and Podziemski. Buddy Hield is out there with Kuminga. And it's Horford in at the center, filling out the middle. It's Curry outside. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Doncic finds Ayton. Over in the corner, LaRavia. He's looking for LeBron and finds him. And they double up James. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. Warriors trail by 5. Outside Curry. Shoots. And all around the rim that time before dropping in.
Well, if there's one guy in this league, you better run off the three-point line. It's Curry.
Curry against Doncic. In the corner, it's James. Outside, James. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Here's Doncic. Doncic drops the hammer.
The skill of Doncic at 6'7", 230, it makes him an impossible matchup defensively.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Al Horford. And now Allie LaForce says something for us from the sideline.
I was able to listen in on what Steve Kerr had to say to the team. He dug into his team for being too complacent on offense, saying, you're just chucking up the first 3 you see out there. Be more patient on offense, move the ball around, make the defense work. Guys, let's see if ball movement improves out there.
All right, Allie, thank you for that. And James throws it down.
And you see right there, Bronny James can attack the rim with force.
And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Here's Podziemski. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And we see Brandon Podziemski. He's been a valuable player, Tim, since his first day in the NBA.
Yeah, Kevin, he's just the type of guy every team could use. He's a winner, high IQ, a hustle player who connects the game, and he can hit shots from deep.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Quentin Post comes in for Kuminga. Rudy's subbed in for Buddy Hield. It's James. Missed on the 3. Let's lose a 3. Knocks down the 3.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
They have found a weakness in the defense, and it's on their ability to defend the three-point line.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Warriors trail by 3. That one misses, and a chance to tie it up. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 6 in the field so far in the fourth quarter. It's James. Now Ayton. Oh, the slam dunk.
Well, that is a big moment and a big basket by Ayton. I love it.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He has decided it's the right time to talk. Anthony Melton, he's checked in for the Warriors. Curry. The inside game of Stephen Curry.
And Curry having some fun out there right now. This is the competitive environment he loves.
Takes it inside. Got it to go off the glass.
Very difficult to stop team play when the ball's moving. Excellent find with the pass to create that scoring opportunity.
Doncic showing the moves down low.
How about the poise from Doncic right there? He ups the ante when it's a critical possession here in the game.
And here's Curry, who brings it up for the Golden State Warriors. It's a 3-point game. Can't tie it up as that one goes astray. LA's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Doncic outside. Misses the 3.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
To by James. James outside. Fires the three. Again. Doncic outside. From outside. Not that time. It won't go.
Points are an absolute must here.
And they need to continue to play with urgency.
It's good.
Remember that one. Guys, a difference maker.
What a big-time shot. Those are the moments you dream about as a kid.
And that's an intentional foul. So the first one drops, and then we'll put them up by 2. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 3-point game.
And that could seal it at the line. He looked totally composed the entire time.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. And let's get your take, guys. What's the strategy?
And if you can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
You're definitely going to have to get a 3 here and then count on them to miss free throws.
And they need to stop the clock so there's a foul.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. And he ends up making the second, and that will put them up by 2. Curry against Doncic. Now here's Curry, guarded closely. Cleared away by Ayton. And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here. And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker. And he does get the second one. And that makes it a 3-point lead.
A 3 and nothing but a 3 will do here.
Yeah, to tie it up, absolutely. Let's see what they run here.
And so it's the Lakers who come out on top here. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win, and really, it's like a knife in the gut to lose. You gotta love being on edge of your seat and just wondering what's gonna happen. How is this thing gonna play out?
Terrific, Allie. Thanks. And that'll do it, folks. For Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan. This is the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.